A couple planned to rest at a roadside inn before continuing their journey, but they didn't know that this place was actually a front for an evil organization. It was a trap, a criminal hideout that lured innocent travelers and robbed them of their belongings. What they didn't know was that the chef in the kitchen had already targeted them as his next victims. The fat man secretly slipped something into their coffee and waited for the right moment. But just as they were about to take a sip, the cashier made a suspicious movement. Sensing something was wrong, Jack quickly pulled out a gun from behind. Taking advantage of the chef's distraction, they swiftly fled the cursed inn. Just as they thought they were safe, red and blue police lights suddenly flashed in the rearview mirror. A police car was heading toward them. Thinking they were finally saved, they pulled over to the side of the road. As Mary was about to call for help, suddenly, a woman slipped a rope around Jack's neck. Mary tried to rescue him, but before she could act, a man knocked her unconscious with a taser. They weren't real police officers. They were the same people who ran the inn. The couple was dragged back to the shady inn. Jack was thrown into a pit nearly 30 feet deep. Mary was locked in a metal cage in a hidden room. The fat man stared at her, his eyes filled with desire, but she wasn't his. The boss had already claimed her for himself, so he had to lock her up and leave. The next morning, a man holding a Bible stood at the edge of the pit. Tormented by the crimes he had committed over the years, guilt was driving him to the brink of collapse. Before Jack could stop him, the man jumped into the pit, choosing to end his life. Jack rushed to save him but couldn't pull him out. With no other choice, Jack used the man's body as a makeshift ladder to climb out. Meanwhile, Mary used her beauty to approach the fat man. The fat man stared at her, completely captivated by her body. But the next second, she drove a nail straight into his eye. Hearing the screams, Jack ran over to save her.